we made it to Quincy with about 20 minutes to spare on our clock. We were pushing it. I'll explain what all happened in the next clip. I thought I'd just do a quick clip to show you what I'm hauling. It's kind of funny. Frosted blueberry Pop-Tarts. Apple Jacks. This was my go-to food when I was in the first grade, second grade. I would ride, when I came home on the bus every day, my grandparents owned a little country store and sold groceries and stuff in it, And I'd get me a box of Apple Jacks and a quart of milk. I had a big old mixing bowl. I poured that box of Apple Jacks in there and that quart of milk in there. And I just lay on the top of a freezer because we had the chest freezers and that we kept the meat in that they sold. I'd lay on top of that freezer looking at a book and eating my Apple Jacks. So Apple Jacks brings back a lot of good memories for me. And then we got some kind of bare naked, whatever that is, up on top up there. But yeah. And then you see the braces that they have up there? That's gonna be fun tearing off the wall. But anyway, thought I'd give y'all a quick little glimpse of what we're hauling. All right, let's get this thing slid in and go check in and find out how much the lumper fee is gonna be. All right, y'all don't go nowhere. Hold on. You think you can drive? You can't drive. You can't drive. Dude, you think you can drive Daddy's truck? You think you can drive Daddy's truck? You can't drive. Well, happy home day. Whoop, whoop. Well, we're here in West Memphis. We're getting ready to head over to regular Memphis, Tennessee, to pick up our load. Going back to Fort Pierce, Florida. Walmart distribution center down there. And we got here yesterday afternoon around 5 o'clock. And we had to deadhead up from Meridian, Mississippi. We picked up the load down there in Panama City, delivered to Demopolis, Alabama. And we got delivered over there late Monday night. So we went on over to Meridian because we was almost out of fuel. Packed it full of fuel, $1.38 a gallon, man. Woo! I ain't seen it that cheap in a decade, probably. So we started looking for a load first thing that morning, right? The load board was down 20,000 loads from normal. Normally, it's anywhere from 45 up to 50 or more thousand loads on the load board. It was around 27, and before the end of the day, it did get just a smidge over 28, and then it started dropping back down again. So we're definitely feeling it over here at Landstar, and don't get me wrong, I'm still making money. It's a lot more work now trying to find a load, versus the way it was a month ago. Even a month ago, it was way easier. So anyway, we get up here in West Memphis, and I did a drop and hook in Panama City. The trailer I dropped off just got it inspected that Saturday before I dropped it off that Monday. So it was good to go. The trailer I'm pulling now, a month over on its inspection. So I get up here to West Memphis, to the Petro, checked in with them around 5:30 and said, hey, I got to get a trailer inspection done. So they put me on the list, and at 3 a.m. this morning, they called me in and to do the trailer inspection. Everything went fine, passed, no problem. And they had some issues trying to submit it to Landstar. So I had to go back in there this morning and get the paperwork. Hopefully it got submitted, I don't know. Landstar's way behind on updating their system. The trailer I dropped in Panama City is still showing on my compliance overdue list as not being updated yet. So they're way behind. They're still showing me on the trailer that I dropped in Panama City. They don't even have me listed on this trailer here. If they did, they would have the little overdue thing on it as well. So anyway, we got the inspection done, passed. We're fixing to put the inspection in the little dome thing there on the nose, along with the registration. I threw the old one away. Well, actually, I didn't throw it away. I gave it to the people inside to use as a cheat sheet when they fill out the new one. So anyway, here's what we're gonna do. When you put these inside that globe, it does not seal up perfectly. In a good storming rain, wind blowing, everything else, it's gonna get wet. It's gonna destroy this piece of paper. Because this is not the original thick one, this is just a copy. So it'll definitely get destroyed. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold this up nice and neat. And we're gonna take this as well as the registration, and we're gonna put it in a Ziploc bag so that it hopefully will stay dry. Now, some of you may not carry Ziploc bags with you. I do, but I don't want to waste a Ziploc bag on this. So, as you all know, I cook everything in my truck. Dunkin' Donuts coffee this morning. And I'm off sugar. Processed white sugar. So anyway, this is what I'm using right now. Monk fruit, the classic. It looks just like and tastes like sugar, but it has 0 fat, 0 sodium, only 4 grams of carbs, 0 calories. So there's not much in here. One of these will do me for about maybe 3 pots of coffee at the very most, maybe 2. So, because there's not that much in here. It's like 8 ounces. So, anyway, it's a good bag, thick, good seal on it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna stick our registration, our thing in there. We're gonna seal it up. Voila. Look at that, airtight. No air comes out of it. Perfect. But we're gonna drain the air so it makes it easier to put it in there. Anyway, I was just showing you that it is sealed up tight. And so we're gonna use this for our Ziploc to keep it from getting wet. Just an idea, in case you have a bag, a small bag like this that you might have in your truck. Maybe you have some beef jerky. A lot of people eat beef jerky. Sunflower seeds come in Ziploc bags, stuff like that. You can use any kind of bag like that. I reuse all my Ziploc bags. When I make coffee, the grounds and the filter and everything, I put it in a Ziploc bag. Seal it up. No mess, no spill. Put it in the regular bag of trash. I don't have to worry about it leaking. I don't have to worry about making a mess in my truck. So just a tip, just an idea. And I mean, I like, when I have a meal, like I have eggs or something, I have a little egg with my cheese. I'm a cheese nut. Anyway, I keep the cheese bags, Sargentino, Kraft, whatever cheese I have. Those make good bags as well. They seal up real good. And so, you know, I keep all that. So I think they want me to move. I'm not sure. They're circling around me in the golf cart. Anyway, that's just a tip from Old Triple T. I might have put that one out there before. I can't remember. Seems like I did. But I use those cheese bags for multiple things, because I get all the cheese out real good, make sure there's no leftover cheese in there that's gonna mold or anything. But I use those like if I make a chocolate sandwich, I put it in there, seal it up till I'm ready to eat it. My Conica sausages, because I have a big quart-sized bag full of the Conicas that I cook at the house. I can't eat all of them at once, so I take out 2 or 3, put them in the bag, zip it up, put it in the microwave, heat it up. It's kind of like a steamer bag. You know, it gets them good and hot inside. Now, those bags are only going to be good for one use if you use them in the microwave like that, because the Ziploc will wrinkle up and it won't seal back up good afterwards. It's good for one good use, and then that's about it. You throw it away. So anyway, it's just something to think about when you're on the road. Way to reuse stuff and save it, and save yourself some money at the same time. So that's a good tip from Old Triple T. I'm gonna put this back there right now on the nose, and we're gonna get headed over to where we got to pick up at. Our appointment is at 1 o'clock, and it's 11 o'clock now. We should be able to get over there maybe a little after 11:30, 11:45, somewhere in there. I'm hoping they'll let me check in a little bit early, maybe if I can get there before they go to lunch. I don't know what time they go to lunch, but I don't want to get there, be in line waiting to check in and them coming back from lunch. So I'm gonna try to get checked in before lunch, and we'll sit there and hopefully they'll get us loaded maybe a little bit early. I think we're picking up some marshmallow stuff. I'm not 100% sure on that, but we'll double check and see when we get the bill of lading and everything. But anyway, y'all don't go nowhere. Hang around. I'm gonna go put this on the nose of the trailer, and we'll get going. All right, don't go nowhere. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and catch y'all up on everything that's been going on. We got home. You saw the opening clips of this video. We were delivering there in Quincy, Florida, at the Super Value Foods place. We had the Pop-Tarts and the Apple Jacks and all that. We got delivered there. We sat there, man, for almost 4 hours trying to get unloaded. And they got us unloaded within less than 2 hours. It was the paperwork, the counting, and all that bull crap that took so long. Finally, I went inside and I said, hey, what's taking so long? And they said, oh yeah, here's your paperwork, you're good. Well, why didn't you call me? You have my phone number, and that's what you're supposed to do. Ain't no telling how long that dang gun paperwork had been sitting there done, just waiting for me to come pick it up, you know. Anyway, we got it. We finished out our 10-hour break while we were waiting, while we were getting unloaded. So we were ready to go whenever they got my paperwork, you know. And we took off. Went by, dropped the trailer, went on to the house, did some stuff on work on the truck and all. And as I mentioned before, we had to get a water pump replaced. So I thought I'd go ahead and go over the cost of the water pump. I have all that information up here. Keep up with it. I always keep my stuff here. So anyway, let's look over it and see what we got. So the water pump, we bought it at the Mac dealership there in Tallahassee. $616.57. Now, I get 110 of that back, so it ended up costing me about $506. That's with tax and everything included. Expensive, but it's an OEM part. It's an original manufacturer part. It's not a little cheap knockoff from China or nothing like that. That's why it costs more, lasts longer, hopefully. Now let's look at our labor. Oh boy. All right, so we had multiple things done. One of the hoses that comes off the reservoir tank that goes down and goes into that pipe was loose, and he fixed all that up for me. We had a boost thing with the turbo, all that stuff was leaking. I forgot where he said it was leaking at back there somewhere. Anyway, he sealed all that up. It's helping me out a little bit with my fuel mileage. So we did all that, put the water pump on, the coolant, all that stuff, tax, everything, fees and stuff, all of it came out to $1,226.17. So $1,226, man, worth of work on the truck, and then another $500 for the water pump. It's about $1,730 altogether. Wasn't a cheap fix. I mean, I don't know. I think I could have put the water pump on, to be honest with you. It didn't look like it was that difficult. I think the hardest part for me would have probably been taking the belt off and putting the belt back on that spins the water pump. That probably been the hardest part for me. But I didn't want to take a chance on screwing it up, messing it up. I'd rather get it done right the first time. And so that's why I pay the money and have a professional do it, you know. And he's always stood behind his work and everything. I've never had a problem with Mr. Howard there at Tallahassee Truck Service. So anyway, we had to get all that done while we were home. We got the truck inspected, everything passed. We do have some things we're going to have to address in the future before we do the next inspection. One of them being we're going to have to replace our air valve release up here. We're going to replace those. I'm going to go ahead and do it sooner rather than later. I'm going to call the guys down in Dothan, Alabama, and I tell you what, actually we're going to call the people in Lake City, Florida, because there's a better chance of us being able to go by Lake City and pick up the part than Dothan, because we're going to be getting down to Dothan late tonight. They're going to be closed. We won't be able to get the part there. So we'll be coming back through Lake City from Fort Pierce. We can stop there at the Mack dealership, Volvo Mack dealership, and we can go ahead and get that part. They'll have it in stock, I bet you. So we'll go there and we'll swing in there and pick up the part, come on home, and I am going to attempt to put it on. I don't know if I'll be successful, but I've watched the video and it didn't look that difficult. You have to take the trim off on your truck here, the little wood trim. That pops off. Behind it's your screws, and then you start taking those out, and then pieces of your dash panel here come off, and then you can get in there to it. It has the quick release hoses that slide in. You have to push that in and pull out at the same time, and to pull the hoses out. Hopefully the hoses are fine. There's no cracks or splits in any of the hoses, and we'll just be able to slide in the hose to the new fitting, refasten everything up, because I'm getting the whole thing. I'm not getting a rebuild kit and doing all that. This thing's got almost 1 million miles on it. That thing ain't never been replaced, I bet you. So we're gonna go ahead and put a new one in. Right now, there's no rebuilding anything on this truck. It's replaced. I mean, it's probably already wore out. Why bother trying to rebuild it? I mean, we rebuilt the engine, of course, and I don't know about transmission. I'd have to wait and see about that. But like, you know, if it's something like that, I'd just replace it, you know, put a whole new one in there. Don't bother with it. So anyway, that's where we're at. Right now we're sitting at the airport in Memphis, it's right on the other side of that building there in front of me. And we're, yard dog. I got the window down because it's so cool, the breeze blowing through, it feels wonderful. Anyway, we're gonna get loaded here in a minute, and as soon as we do, we are headed to the house. Hopefully we'll be home by 10, 11 o'clock tonight. Get us a good night's sleep, leave the house tomorrow afternoon around 3 or 4 o'clock. Get over to Vero Beach, and we're gonna probably stay there at the TA. And probably go ahead and reserve a parking spot, because I'll probably get over there around 9 o'clock, maybe somewhere in there. And at night, there may not be no spots. I don't know. I'd rather go ahead and reserve one and have a spot when I get there for sure. And we're going to probably get up early that morning. Our appointment's at 6:30, so we'll probably leave out of there no later than 5. So we can get on down there and get unloaded, get into Fort Pierce and get that done, and then we're gonna book it back to the house. So we'll be home for the big event. Was gonna be a big event, and then coronavirus hit and screwed all that up. So. But the most important thing to me is I'll be home with my beautiful wife that I love and adore. And so that'll be the best 50th birthday gift I could get. It's just being able to spend it with my wife. So that's the plan. Just spend the weekend with her. I wish the weather was warmer so I could go swimming on my birthday. Because the first year we were there at the house in April, I had to bust my butt to clean the pool. It's a beautiful dog. And get it clean enough that we could go swimming, or I could go swimming. So I wish you could see it. It's a beautiful black lab puppy. Oh, he's so cute. I think it's a he. Maybe it's she. Sniffing the pavement just like Ducky does. I don't get that. Uh-oh. Stopped at the crate, at the water drain thing. Let's see if we can get a quick look at it. See it? There it goes. See it? Standing over at the water drain. Daddy's like, come on, boy. You gotta come on. Come on, boy. Don't make me come get you. He done found something. He's licking it. That's funny. He don't want to give it up. He found something. He does not want to go away from that drain. That's hilarious. Daddy's coming to get you. It ain't gonna be pretty. He almost walked away. He's walking away. He's like, "Hi, Dad, I'm coming." Oh, that's funny. Reminds me of Ducky. Anyway, here's the plane. %90 of the planes have been flying over have been FedEx. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one off because this video is going way past what I was planning on doing. I just wanted to give y'all an update, let you know what's going on. And Friday's video, I'm not sure. I don't want to promise you, but there's a chance maybe it'll be My Trucking Life episode 14, I believe. Is that what we're up to? Episode 14? Yeah, it'll be episode 14. So, yeah. It's going to be a great episode once it finally gets out there. It's going to tell you why I left Landstar in 2014 and came off the road and went back to doing local stuff. But anyway, I don't want to give too much of it away. So anyway, y'all be sure to watch that. And I'm going to try to get it out Friday if I can. So anyway, thank y'all so much as always for, you're probably wondering, where's the duck man? Huh? Where's that duck? Yeah, I apologize. But I will throw in some ducky footage right after this clip so you can see what the duck man's doing since he's not here in the truck with me. He's at the house. He had to stay home and get a haircut. So he's going to look like a completely different dog when he comes back out. So, but if you've been following our channel, you've seen him when he had the short hair last year. So anyway, that's where the duck man is. I'm flying solo this time out. But anyway, thank y'all so much. I really appreciate everything y'all do for our channel. And don't forget our motto. If you're an owner operator, don't haul no cheap freight. All right? If you can help it. Right now, times are tough. You may have to do it. I'm doing it. A little bit, not too much. All right, thanks again. Y'all stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon.